Hi, this is Becky Romine from MU Pre-ETS. Today's lesson is going to be about communication in the workplace. This series is specifically designed for a grocery store. However, I feel like they are all important lessons for communication in any workplace. So as you can see, my screen says communication in the workplace. This is a social story for you. There are many different types of jobs at a grocery store. Whatever my job title is, I will need to be able to communicate with others. This means I will need to be able to speak with other people using my voice or a communication device to give information, ask questions, and also answer questions. Things to remember when communicating with others. I will speak using an appropriate voice volume or communication device volume. For example, use my inside voice. I will make eye contact so that the other person knows that they have my attention. I will give personal space. I will be a good listener when someone else is speaking to me. Communicating with my boss. In order to be a good employee, I will need to be able to communicate clearly with my boss. My boss will tell me what my duties are. If I do not understand or need help, then I should ask my boss questions to clarify. When I am at work, my boss is in charge. It is important that I listen to any special directions, especially in case of an emergency, in order to keep everybody safe. Communicating with my co-workers. Sometimes I will be asked to work together with other employees. This can mean that we will divide up our work. Co-workers can also help out sometimes if I need help. Communicating with customers. Customers may come to me to ask questions. If I am spoken to, I should stop what I'm doing, make eye contact, and listen. If I know the answer, I can answer. If I do not know the answer, I can tell the customer that I do not know the answer, but can check with someone else to help them. It is important to stay on topic and only answer the question, not start talking about myself or something I would rather talk about. That is the end of the social story. And now I'm going to show you it's like a poster. It kind of gives you an idea of how to communicate in the workplace. Number one is use an appropriate volume. That's what we heard in the social story, isn't it? It says, can you hear me? Use an inside voice. Use a loud enough volume to be heard. Make eye contact when you need to speak to someone, when someone is speaking to you. Give personal space. Stay an arm's distance away. Keep your hands to yourself. Be a good listener. Stop what you are doing to listen when spoken to. Don't interrupt. Stay on topic. The next few things are a series of worksheets, and they will be attached to the email that comes with this lesson. Use the picture clues and the word bank to write a word or words in each box to describe good communication. So if you remember from the pictures that we just saw on the poster that I showed you, you will see the same pictures here, and you just need to put the correct words with it. The words we have are eye contact, good listening, personal space, and appropriate volume. So as we see in this picture, it's the picture of two people looking each other in the eyes. We know that that's eye contact. So you would write this word on these lines. This picture shows somebody standing a certain space away from another person. If you remember from the poster, that's personal space. So we would write personal space on those lines. This picture shows a person saying, "Can you hear me?" let's go back up and look at our words, our choices. That would indicate somebody's talking about making sure you're using appropriate volume. You're right. Good job. Oh, whoops. I don't know what I did this there. The last picture has the person with the ear. Do you remember what that one was? That's right. Good listening. And that's something you do at school. So because you do it at school, you're going to be good at it at work if you remember to do it. The next worksheets are a cut and glue kind of worksheet. It's same basic thing, the pictures, and you're going to put them with the words. The next worksheet is to write a word or a phrase in each box to describe different ways to have good communication. And again, you're going to use the same words that we talked about before. Appropriate volume, personal space, good listening, and eye contact. Then the last one has true, false. I think this is the last one. And you read each statement and you decide whether it's true or false. You can go back to the story if you need help with that one. Oh, here's another worksheet. It's fill in the blank. So the sentence will have a blank in it. As you can see, this blank right here. And you're going to decide what word, either communicate, hands, listener, volume, or eye, goes in that blank. And that was the final worksheet. Hopefully you've learned a lot about how to communicate in the workplace. Again, this lesson said for a grocery store, but as you can see, eye contact, good listening, personal space, and appropriate volume, those are all things you need in different workplaces.